Hi everyone, Tracy here. This is my third day or my third session of trying to scrapbook my way to a clean room. I came down to clean up my room and ended up scrapbooking and putting some stuff away, but then I ended up taking out more. I did my shoe layout, which I don't think has been posted yet, but maybe by the time this one. So I have all these letters, and instead of putting them away, I left them out because I might use some of them on my next layout. So I've got a bunch of stuff here that I haven't bothered to clean up yet, but I'm hoping to use some of it, maybe those letters, and on my next layout. So the next thing I'm going to do is scrap these. They're also from the fall fair. Just pictures of us on the rides. We had a really great time. And so these kind of picked up some of the same colors that were in the papers that I already had out. These papers have been on my desk since I did my White Point Beach mini album, and they're taken from a number of different Scarlet Lime kits as well as my own stash. And there's this, just even this strip of paper from, I used the paper for something else. And so I had all these out for other projects, and instead of putting them away, and I had all these blooms out for my last project, the fall fair one, I think. So instead of putting them all away, I thought, well, they're all kind of coordinated with one another. I did take out some more buttons and trims and stuff, and this was something that didn't make it onto my fall fair layout. And I have these, which I'm going to put over here with the journaling stuff. So what I do before I do a layout is I kind of pull out, this time I had a bunch of stuff already out, but if I didn't, I would just pull out a bunch of paper that I think coordinates together or doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. Just stuff that I might use, and then I kind of narrow it down to what I think I will use and put the other stuff in a big pile off somewhere else in case I need to get more of it. And then I kind of think about things in terms of, like, I put all buttons and ribbons and flowers and like loose flowers and stuff all on this plate so that I can kind of go through it as I need to. Usually that stuff comes at the end. And then I usually keep all my flowers and stuff up through here. I don't use a ton of flowers, but if I'm using them, I'll just put them all out. These are all flowers that I'd like to use up, especially like when there's only one on the page. So my goal will be to use that today, or else I'll just slip it over to there. So I take out my paper, I pull out some buttons and flowers and stuff, and then I pull out more flowers if I need to. I have a bit of trim back there. Oh, this paper I'm going to use on another project. I love this paper. It's really pretty. I don't have a good idea of how I'm going to use it, so I'm going to put it aside so I don't accidentally cut into it, because this is kind of funky, and I want to make sure that I keep this because I'm using this for a project. And then I pulled a few new things off my Clip It Up. I really like that this has a Ferris wheel, and we went on the Ferris wheel, and it has Admit One and a carnival thing on it. So I took these out just because they have carnival type theme. These are rub-ons by Glitz, and I took these out just because they were on the same hook on the Clip It Out, and they kind of match, so if I use these I might also want some of those. I have a bunch of crepe paper borders. So some of these colors might work, like these ones might work, and these have some neutrals on it. It's good to have some neutrals and darks, and then these are all brights, so I might use some of these. I also pulled this off my Clip It Up. These are little tape runners, but they're not sticky. They just have patterns on them. So this one has a film strip, and this one has this little stitched design. I haven't used these in probably 2 or 3 years, and so they're sitting there on my Clip It Up, so I thought maybe I'll get to use them today. And then I keep all my potential journaling stuff together. So these are all things I have pulled out that I might, or left over from the other project, that I might use for journaling. And these I used in the last several projects that I've done. And these were out for my Sophie's Wave Pool Party mini album, which was in that basket, and now look, it's empty, it's ready, so I can start another mini album, hooray! And then these were out. I used them on a number of different layouts lately. So these I actually pulled out because I haven't used them yet and I want to make sure that I use them. And these were already out. And then this is just a little baggie full of miscellaneous chipboard pieces that I haven't used. When a package is almost empty, I'll just put all the pieces into here. And so there's chipboard pieces from a number of different sets in there. It looks like it's almost all American Crafts by the look of it. So that's my space so far, and I thought I would just share a little bit about how I set things out and trying to scrap my way clean. The problem, of course, is that I pull out new stuff every time. So yeah, that's what my space kind of looks like as I'm scrapping. Of course, I've got essential scrapping material on the video, which is Glee. So that's what my space looks like before I scrapbook, and maybe I'll show you how it looks afterwards. It's a mess. Okay guys, I had to stop to talk about my awesome sewing machine. I know I did a video a little while ago where I said that my sewing machine was broken and I was going to bring it back to Sears. Well, I never did bring it back to get it fixed. Instead, I pulled out the instruction manual and realized I had been threading it wrong, so it wasn't broken. I know a lot of people ask me if I like this sewing machine. It's a Kenmore half-size sewing machine. And I got it on sale in the early part of the summer because my other sewing machine had conked out on me. Maybe I was threading that one wrong too. But anyways, and I loved it and used it on lots of projects. And then I changed the thread color and I must have just done it wrong. But anyways, this sewing machine, if anybody out there is looking for a crafting sewing machine, this is awesome. It's not big or heavy duty enough to do like the hems on jeans or anything like that, but for paper and really lightweight things, like I might hem my daughter's cotton pants or something, or a skirt with it, but I wouldn't do any big heavy duty projects with it. But it is awesome. Sorry, I know my tripod is kind of getting in the way up there. But anyways, so this is what it looks like, and you can change the stitches. It goes from a very tight straight stitch to, I guess there's 4 different sizes of straight stitches, and then there's 3 different sizes of zigzags. And it's just really simple and awesome. And this is the reverse button. I never use that. And it has, like, this is the power cord and this is the pedal cord, and I just unplug these when I'm finished using it. And I leave them plugged into the wall. So now I'll just kick that back because I'm done using my machine for now. And then the next time I need to use it, I just pull it out and put those cords in. So it's really easy to use. It's super light compared to any other sewing machine I've ever had. And so, and oh my god, I love black thread. Black thread is my new favorite. This is my first time using black thread, and look at it. I love it. That just looks amazing to me. I love it. So, and the other thing I'm using for the first time is my funky cool tripod. Anyways, this is my really cool tripod that you can bend anyway, and it's really sturdy because it's made for holding one of those big huge DSLRs with the big huge lenses. Anyways, we're going to be doing a renovation project, and we want to do some time-lapse videos of it, and we're going to be suspending this puppy from a ceiling joist. So you can actually, it's hard to do with one hand, but you can actually turn this and, you know, like hang it on things and then point your camera at stuff. It's really cool for using outdoors, for hiking and nature photography and that sort of thing. But I also just kind of, as you saw, used it to set up my camera so that you could see me sewing. So just wanted to comment on 2 really cool products that I have. But anyways, this is how the sewing looks. And I just used a variety of different stitches. And then I use tinier ones up at the top. I have no idea what I'm doing with this layout at this point, but I just wanted to put strips.
you.